The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. That quote, I just love so much because I 100% agree with that. And today, I just want all of you out there to know that I believe in the beauty of all of your dreams. No matter what those dreams are, no matter how impossible they seem, no matter if you think they're ever going to happen, I want you to know that I believe it's possible. I'm sitting here in Los Angeles, California, in my apartment, and I have been working on my channel for about 8 to 9 months, and I haven't made a single solitary cent, not a dollar. I am living with zero income right now. And believe me, it's scary. It's definitely scary. But it's not as scary as waking up 50 years from now with regret of wondering if I could have done what I deeply wanted to do. So, if any of you out there fear that, I want you to make a decision right now, today, to do whatever that thing is. Do not wait for enough time. Do not wait for more resources. Do not wait for more money. Whatever that thing is, do it right now. Start from where you are at. Start with whatever resources you have around you. This behind me, you see this pretty little backdrop? It's construction paper that I pasted on 4 poster boards. And it took probably 3 or 4 hours. And making it was really enjoyable because I knew that it was going to end up wonderful. I knew I was going to really like it. And I have no ability whatsoever to do crafts or anything, but there was a spirit from the moment I started it. And that spirit is what created the whole thing. So I just wanted to show that to you because that is a great example of just using the resources you have. And yes, I spent like $4 for those, those pieces of construction paper, but that's nothing. And I just want so badly for everybody in the world to realize that they can do whatever it is they want to do. Now, if you've never sang a day in your life, you've never, practiced the voice. No, you might not show up tomorrow and be on The Voice, right, or American Idol, or things like that and win. No, that's most likely not going to happen. It's not impossible. But when you start mastering a craft such as singing or pottery, painting, making music, building houses, whatever, and you put a lot of time into it, whatever you practice, you get really good at. That's just the way it goes. Whatever you practice, you get really good at. So whatever that thing is, just start right now. Whatever it is. And I believe that the energy of that, just starting, has something really magical and powerful in it. A year ago when I started this, I did technically start this about a year ago, and then I had a couple months off because we had a family emergency. When I started this a year ago, I went on a walk. And for some reason, when I went on that walk, I found a mirror, which, why don't I show you? Say this real quick. See that mirror? You're like, a mirror, that's not too exciting. I agree, it's not very exciting. But that mirror started everything. When I was on my walk, I saw that mirror. Someone had thrown it out, and I just decided that day that enough was enough. I decided to come home and create something with it, create something out of it. And I put my first video up, I think, later that day or the next day, my first video on YouTube. And 6 months prior to that, I was writing a musical / play, whatever you want to call it, that I'd worked very hard on for 2 years, which I'm deeply passionate about, and that will see the stage at some point in my life. But making that one decision to just come home and say to myself, I'm not going to waste any more time, started all of this. One tiny little action, one tiny little step, and all of this happened. And no, again, I'm not making any income yet. And yeah, that's really scary. But, oh well, I mean, if this is what you love, then you have to sometimes make sacrifices. And you have to be okay in the unknown. And that is the most terrifying thing, not knowing what's going to happen. But all the incredible books I've read and people I've listened to, they all talk about exploring the unknown, not what's familiar or what's probably going to happen or what you're used to happen, what you're used to seeing happen. But exploring the unknown. And when you explore the unknown, some incredible things can happen. Opportunities can present themselves that you never would have imagined. And anybody who's watched any of my other videos, they would see that I really took a journey. I took writing poetry, my love for writing poetry. I love writing music, and I haven't incorporated a lot of that into it yet because I don't want to until I'm really happy with it, because I want it to really represent who I am and my ability as a songwriter. But everything else, I mean, there's been so many different layers in all my videos, and I've experimented with so many different ideas. Coffee shop prophecies was one of my channel ideas inside of the space between. And now I'm working on something called Friedrich's Niche, which is going to be for adults. And then I want to continue the space between for kids with Bobby and all that. So I guess this is kind of, without realizing it, I'm putting kind of a talk back up. But more importantly than that is I just wanted everybody to hear from my mouth that I believe in you. I believe in anything that you want to do, and I want you to do it now. I do not want you to wait. And again, I'm not sitting here with 6 million subscribers or something and making a lot of money and having, brand sponsors and doing affiliate marketing and making all this money from different revenue streams. No, I'm not. So to me, in my opinion, you can trust me in the sense that I'm telling you to do something even though I don't know what the outcome's going to be. We trust so many people all the time, especially on YouTube and all the social media platforms that say, I have a plan that's going to work for you, a marketing plan, a business plan, and all these different plans. And most of those people are already successful, or most of those people have already established. So I think it's great to listen to somebody who isn't established, but who's not giving up, and who doesn't keep just trying the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of sanity. Keep trying the same thing and expecting different results. I'm not doing that. Maybe I haven't found the thing yet. I really love what I'm doing with the Bobby, the space between, with this pretend character for the kids show, pretending that he starts his own YouTube channel called The Space Between. I'm really loving that. And it's going to allow me to do things that I love to do, which is the poetry and the performing, acting out little scenes, and there will be music added to that too. But then I really love the idea of Friedrich's Niche because it's going to be for adults, and we're going to talk about things, but I'm also going to use that as a fun platform for figuring out how I can add more beauty into the world every day, more wisdom into the world, more ideas, more truth, or what's truthful to me or truthful to my audience as well. But I'm not established. So I don't sit here and say, you do this, I believe in you, and if you do this, you're gonna da-da-da-da-da-da, and so on and so forth. No, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I do know this. No matter how hard it has been, or I don't like the word hard, how challenging it has been creating this, it has been the most rewarding experience of my entire life. One, because I got rid of a failure mentality that was happened to me when I was a kid with ADHD and dyslexia. I believed that I was never going to be able to have a bright future. Well, guess what? You see this? That's a bright future. That's a bright future. Those colors are bright. And I just put that together right now, but still, I got over that. So that alone is the biggest gift I could receive from doing this, more than any external reward that I could ever receive. But because I haven't been successful in the sense of like making all my income yet on this and you know, everything else that comes with a successful YouTube channel, it's not just about you being able to trust me, it's about me telling you, regardless of any external rewards, any money, anything you can buy, having full-time income from this, any of those things outside that I can't promise because I don't have them yet, but what I can promise is how you will feel doing whatever that thing is you love to do and spending as much time as you can each day doing it. I just saw this incredible documentary called The Alpinist, where a kid who was 20 years old loved to climb. He just loved to climb. He also was ADHD as a child, and he decided to climb not only free solo with no ropes, which is, you know, it's so crazy. They're not crazy. It's crazy for me to watch because it scares me to death to watch somebody climbing a mountain without any rope. And some people can say they have a death wish. They don't have a death wish. They've made peace with death. That's why they can do it. They've made absolute peace with death. We try to hide death in this country. We put people in old folks' home. We don't talk about it because it's uncomfortable. Because the sad truth is, I'm gonna die, you're gonna die, everybody's gonna die. And I know you're thinking, God, that's heavy. I know it is. But that's why, even more so, right now, more than ever, you need to just do whatever that thing is and use whatever resources you have. Start from wherever you are and do that thing. Do it as many hours you can in the day. I know you have family and kids to take care of and jobs and all these responsibilities. I don't pretend you don't. That's, of course, that's life, right? But there's always time, and there's always time when you love to do something, and when you do it, and if you love to draw, and you end up drawing again for an hour out of the day, your day is going to get so much better, so much brighter, because you are doing what you love. You are doing what your heart is dying to do, dying for you to feed it, and for you to express yourself. So this whole thing, really, I just wanted people to hear a little bit of my story right now, where I'm at, and for you to know I believe in you. 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 And I want nobody in this world to have regrets. Somebody in my family, extended family, passed away almost 10 months ago. And watching that person pass away scared me to death. It literally scared me to death, saying, what am I waiting for? What are you waiting for? There's nothing to wait for. Just do it. Pick up the pen. Pick up the camera and take pictures. And I'm not saying that this thing has to be an artistic thing. Absolutely not. Start a business. That's what you love. Start a business. I just watched Queer Eye with my lady last night, and this woman has something called Safe in Austin, and she takes all animals, farm animals that are going to be put down, and she saves them, and she brings kids with disabilities too, because she saw this incredible thing where autistic kids and kids that are selective mutism, which I don't know much about, I need to look more into that, she brought animals, and it made a huge impact in the lives of those children. And so your thing could be safe in Austin. My sister personally loves animals, and I know how much she would love to do something like that. So, all right, you guys, I know I've taken up enough of your time, and I really hope if you heard one thing out of this, out of my story, out of anything, is that I believe in you. Please do whatever that thing is. Start today. Start with the resources you have. Start from where you're at. And remember that quote, The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And I believe in yours. Thank you so much, you guys. Again, my name's Brett Kemp. Peace and love. Bye.